Peace, everybody. Hope you all doing good this Saturday. Get outdoors. I just come back from outdoors. I was out there smoking and grounding, but I'm about to go walking. I think I might go to Lake Norman. It's actually really nice, so I might go out. I got some new hiking boots I've been wanting to bust out and wear, so I'm going to wear those. But welcome back to Granny House 444. It's your girl Granny. Thank you for being patient with me as I've been taking some time to myself and just like refocusing, like working on my nonprofit organization and changing some things with that and adding some programs and planning some events. So thank you for being patient and bearing with me through the process. I really wanted to get on here today. I'm not going to pull any cards. I just wanted to talk to y'all. A message really have been on me like the past couple months. And I did a podcast episode called Self-Talk. So check that out. If you're not subscribed to my podcast, it's Growing in Granny's Garden. And you can find it on like whatever you watch podcasts on. So if it's Spotify, if it's Apple Podcasts, whatever, Google it. You can find it. The link will be down in this description also. Excuse me. But I did a podcast about self-talk and just like how you talk to yourself and how the words we speak and thoughts we have towards ourselves, like how these things have a huge effect on what manifests in our life. So I watched the Kanye West documentary on Netflix this morning, like 3 o'clock in the morning, because I couldn't go back to sleep. I had got up to use the bathroom. I fell asleep early, so like I got up to use the bathroom and let the dog out, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, let me check this out. And so like it was really good. It was just the first episode. I think the second episode comes out on February the 23rd. Supposedly the day after his album is released. I think he said it was going to be 2/22 when he released it, but we'll see. Anyway, the documentary was really good. Like, I'm always the type of person that watches a movie to see what I can learn, like what underlying messages in the movie or what, like I said in my podcast episode, I watched the King Richard with the Venus and Serena Williams and like all the positive takeaways that I got from that movie. So listen to the podcast episode and see what I said about self-talk and, using your words wisely. Let me get a water. Hold on. So, in the Kanye movie, like the first thing I noticed was his confidence. Like we all know Kanye is confidence. A lot of people might think he's cocky. I feel like he's just so beyond his time. Like, he sees shit in the future and he is, visionary, and a lot of times they're misunderstood and, shunned and made to look crazy or whatever, but he's not. He's very intelligent, and his mom had a lot to do with his confidence. And like, I just know just his confidence, like whenever he kept going to these record labels and he was, they knew him as a producer, and it's like they didn't take him serious as a rapper. And like he didn't, he never let that really beat him down. Like you can tell it might have touched him a little bit, but he never let it knock him down. Let me sip this. Excuse me. But like he never let that stop him. And he just kept pushing and going. And, he like when he listened to his own music, he just be rocking, and it was like he was his own hype man. He was his own. He didn't need anyone to manage him and put him out and advertise for him and promote him, because he was just confident, and he could see it, regardless of what other people thought. Like he could see it. He just knew that this is what he was destined to do. And like whenever he would be around his mom, just the calm and the peace and the high vibrational energy she lets off, like I understand how her loss like it impacted his life, because she was just, from clips I've seen of her, she was just just calm, and her voice was soothing. And she, I know she probably raised her voice at him, but probably not often, because like they had a respect for each other. And it's like she knew that when he was 14, 15, he was into music production and making beats and doing stuff like that. So as a college professor, one of her students was you know, a producer and making music and beats. And so she had got him a beat machine or whatever. She got him some equipment, and she told the guy, like, my son needs to get in a circle, and as an English professor, you would assume that, and a lot of times a single black mother, like, we push our children towards, like, you know, education is the key, and going to college and getting a degree, and then we push them towards sports and athletics. Like, we never push them towards their interests. We never really push our children towards the things that they're into. We push them in towards the life we want for them. We want to mold into them. And like, I'm pretty sure that she pushed education, being an educator, and Kanye is very intelligent. So, but she knew, because she allowed him to be who he was and to explore his other talents and gifts, and and not just put all his focus in school. And if he dropped out of college, then like, you're ruining your life. Like, she supported him. Like, she rapping back his lyrics to a song, and she's telling him, that's $1 million song. Like, the importance of hearing that from a parent or from someone you love and you value their opinion, like, those words, like, we have to be more aware of the words that we speak to our children, that we speak to ourselves, that we speak to the people around us, the people that we love, because she spoke greatness in him. Like, she just, oh yeah, Kanye, like, even his chain, like, she just, showed him so much love over the chain. Like, oh my God, yes, that's so beautiful. I love it. And, because she knows that's something that was important to him. And so she showed interest in those things. And instead, because any other parent, like, why you waste your money on a chain? You don't need all them chains. And allow him to use his money how he sees fit. Like, he clearly has a plan and a vision for his life. So just provide him a space to nourish and grow that plan and vision, and don't go against it. So what? It doesn't come to fruition. Like, he's gonna learn lessons through that journey, through that experience, and what if it does? Like, allow your children to explore the things that they're interested in. Allow them to change their mind about things that they're interested in, because as you grow, your interests grow, they change, they evolve. So it was just like such a good documentary. I'm excited about the next episode, and I think this first episode was like the vision or whatever, and even the story behind the camera guy, Cootie. He was a comedian. Like, even his story, how a lot of times when you living in your purpose and you walking in your purpose, like Kanye is doing and has been doing, you lead other people to their purpose. You lead other people into their light, into why they're here. They discover themselves. So he started discovering, he was doing stand-up comedy, and now he's discovering that he enjoys the camera. He enjoys being in front of the camera, behind the camera. So it's like, in Kanye following his purpose and being a light to his friends and the people around him, the people that supported him, it allowed them to find their light. So, like I say, a light doesn't have to say anything. A light just shines. A light just comes in, and when it's dark and then a light comes in out of nowhere, kind of like when I walk into a fucking room and it's just like, I'm a light. I can't help that. I have to embrace that. I have to understand that everything comes to the light, good, bad, ugly, but I have to enjoy the ride, because like, I felt like Kanye enjoyed the ride. Like, he never felt like, like, let me give up on this. Like, every no pushed him to go harder, to even get more creative with his lyrics and his beats and stuff like that. And so I was just like, it was great. Like I always fuck with Kanye, being a Gemini, and I always understand the misunderstood. I always have a special place in my heart for people like that because that's how I felt my whole life, just like misunderstood. Like so I had to, instead of like Kanye staying with what he believed and what he was focused on, I allowed the thoughts and opinions of other people to make me live in a mode that wasn't for me. And so it took me walking away from certain people and letting go of certain relationships, letting go of certain scenes, being at certain places and doing certain things. Like it took me walking away and stepping back and focusing on myself, focus on the inside of myself, because my whole spiritual journey started with me changing my diet. And once you start adding healthier food to your diet and to your body starts to make better decisions. It starts to process and function properly so it can make proper decisions. It can help you, make clear-minded decisions. It can help you connect with your body. So like if something's not feeling right, like you'll know. You won't second guess yourself. You'll know if something ain't right on my body, I can tell. And I just automatically start speaking healing and seeing what I can do to counteract this disease or this discomfort or irritation or stress or whatever I'm carrying in me, negative energy, because all of that affects your body. So start loving yourself, start paying attention to what you're putting in your body, and it's going to help you make better decisions. And also um work on your confidence. Parents, help your children become confident. Like I speak life and confidence into my children, and I can see how much more confident they are than I was going after their dreams and visions and speaking up for themselves and standing up for what it is they believe in their interactions with their friends, and get just hearing them give advice and the things that they say. Even Tiana, like, listen to your children because they're wise. They know things, they feel things, they sense things. So trust their intuition because they're more tapped in. They haven't been so brainwashed and censored and contaminated like we have. Yeah, so your confidence, and keep pushing even with the nose, and put yourself out there. Step out of your comfort zone. He continuously stepped out of his comfort zone, like walking into these studios and these big places, Rockefeller and all these places he was going just as a producer trying to come in and be an artist. Like, keep pushing. Let the nose motivate you to keep going. And like it inspired me, and I'm so glad that I watched it. So please watch it. Comment below what you got from it, and stay tuned because I'm going to be posting some readings soon. Love y'all.